So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends written. It is time to turn the page.
Portugal against Manchester United.
Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Places the emphasis on yourself.
Shot. Chance! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to...
He's had it taken off him. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. And this shoots! Portugal earned a reprieve for the time being. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's a throw-in. Wits! Well, that's beautifully weighted. Thinks about the shot. Big chance! And he hits the net! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no...
To the possibilities, but in the end it's fruit. Cleared without hesitation. And that's Tevez. Manchester United go into the lead.
3 minutes.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
High tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And just like that, he's into double figures now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead. And this is Forlan. He's thrown at Wirtz! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Looking for options for movement. Son Heung-min, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out towards the flank. Caicedo. Now Correa. Correa charging forward, the ball at his feet. Hit into the middle. Shot a goal! That's really well cleared.
I'll tell you.
Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So now, and this is Tevez. There's the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Yeah. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicked it back promptly. He is through here. Just cruising. They are cruising. You don't keep those. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Manchester United have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect. It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it.
Against Manchester United.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Manchester United cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Iraq with the corner, they're first. Wirtz can get it clear. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Now it's Tevez. Thinks about the shot. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To get them off and running. And he's denied!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Now it's Messi. Distributed tidily. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Goes looking wide. Now that's well seen too. And that's a throw-in. Now it's Hazard. Now the ball... Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Threads one in. Hazard looking to run onto it. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And claimed it back swiftly. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Looking for a runner. And it's Hazard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe, spread it left. Tries to play it through. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Tries to get it clear. Mbappe! There it is! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Iraq have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Mbappe. Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Forlan.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's well positioned here. And Tevez! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Hazard. Tevez can see things others simply cannot. Alexander-Arnold. Nouri. And it's Hazard.
Two
Oh, great feat,
minutes
that.
has been indicated.
And he's on a charge. It's a promising position, played in deep. That's a decent clearance. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose.
Wirtz! It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? They've got a corner here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Van Dijk with the clearance. He's in a great position here, and the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And that has been cleared. Messi succumbs to the pressure. Wirtz. Well, that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Weir. That's an excellent interception. That pass has been well intercepted. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Hazard. And he's in on goal. It's Jorginho! Oh, how good is he? A finish of true class. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper.
Could be danger here. Tries a shot. Yes! And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution for Iraq. Number 22. Where?
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Yeah, the manager was saying he'll be facing the prospect of having to make some brave decisions around this time. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's found a way through. Shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Real chance! And somehow he kept it out.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And he's had a hit! Just too high.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Oh, super ball. Shoots! In he goes again. Oh, no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Agahawa. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. It's a really well-measured ball. Rice gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nouri. Strong running down that left flank.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Nouri. He's had a shot! Mohamed Salah! That is decidedly lacking. Time and again they are repelled. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Manchester United come into this game. Tries to pass it through. Valverde played with finesse. Thinks about the shot. Sorloth was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Forlan. Jim, who do you pick?
Every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Not the most accurate pass. Gonzalo
The occasion here, he just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Because then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Gonzalo Greenwood. And it's Valverde. He's having a go! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Valverde brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Greenwood. That was good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Cleared away. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Please
make views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the game has already resumed here. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! Just to pick me up the whole game needs! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
23, Gonzalo Ramos.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Gonzalo Ramos. This might chance! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Just the goalkeepers and Tevez! Oh, he's been caught. Has fallen kindly here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Baresi gets over and intercepts, and it's Azar. He won't be happy with that one. And they're quick to get it back. That's good play.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Donnarumma claims comfortable. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he...
Gonzalo Ramos! Baresi clears. Oh, that's ambitious. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20.
Well, they want to win this, Peter, plain and simple. Seal promotion right here, right now.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Number
Van Dijk.
16. Rodri.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Number 9.
That was not gone well.
Erling Haaland.
Messi.
Number 7. Erdegaard. Number 41.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. You
Substitutions
can run onto
taking
that.
place.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Olise. Tries to play it through. Manchester United quickly running out of time here to realise their promotion dream and still trailing.
Yeah, it's getting to that time now, isn't it? Keep things simple, get it up front, ASAP.
Oh, it's a great... And a chance! It's a goal! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element
be
is
5
always
minutes
pace.
added
That's
time.
what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Camavinga. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they... Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one.
Against Arsenal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Manchester United cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. He was under real pressure there. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Wirtz. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And here's Kane. He's a sharp little ball here. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Camavinga. And he's managed to get free. It's a threatening ball. And the shot! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Looking for options for movement. Trossard was alert to the possibilities, but it takes a shot! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's Kane. Manchester United have hit a quick-fire double here. It's Kane! It's in! What are you thinking about the goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
So is this the start of a comeback? Camavinga to the right. And he's in on goal. Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Maybe 3 minutes at a time.
Great vision. And the through ball. He's got away. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nicely aimed pass. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more and probably...
One lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Well, that looks a decent ball. Yamal. And he welcomes it in. He has found the way through. Tevez. Look at the space here. Tevez! Really well taken goal. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Manchester United grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And here's Kane. Tevez being hunted in packs.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Andrich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but decent chance! No mistake! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Things looking... And the shot! It's hit the upright. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Substitutions taking place.
Inui threads one in. Shot a goal! And he hits the net. That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Inui. And that interception was the most necessary.
That was well played.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Manchester United are almost home and dry as far as going up is concerned.
You can see how all that tension and pressure we saw before the game, Peter, it's all...
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Good ball, good take. Intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, super find. He's being urged to shoot. And that's that. Manchester United are going up, and now they can dream. Tevez, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best.